Hello, all. My name is Melissa with My Sweet Honeybee Creations. I am a wreath maker, and I have decided to make a couple of tutorials on the basics of wreath making. When I first started, nobody told me this kind of stuff, so I thought that just the basics everybody should know. The first thing I want to start off with is pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are not all equal. They come in different millimeters. These are 6. This is what I use. I don't use anything less than 6 because I make really big puffy wreaths, and I have to have at least 6. I really would love to always have 9, but unfortunately, those are pretty hard to find. If you can look at my mat, I obviously need a new one. I press way too hard whenever I cut with my rotary cutter. Now that's another thing. I always use a rotary cutter when I cut my mesh, my deco mesh. Some people use scissors, and that's fine if you want to, if you don't have a rotary cutter. But if you're going to sell your wreath to somebody, you should have the right tools. And this is a rotary cutter, and I love the way it cuts mesh. I change my blade on my rotary cutter every 2 weeks because I make usually 3 to 4 wreaths a day. So, I mean, I'm doing obviously a lot of cutting, and I am a one-woman shop. This looks like I haven't changed my blade in a long time, but I guarantee you this is only a week old. So anyhow, this is my favorite rotary cutter, by the way, too. I love it. Okay, so pipe cleaners, always use between 6 and 9 if you're going to do a really puffy wreath. Okay, don't use... if it's all you have, then go ahead and use it. But I feel like I have to... When I first started out, I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought everything from the Dollar Tree. Now I have an overabundance of Dollar Tree ribbon, Dollar Tree frames, Dollar Tree mesh, all that kind of stuff. When really, if you think about it, right now everything at Dollar Tree is basically either $1.75 or $5 or $7, and I've seen things for even $9. So, I mean, obviously, I don't know if even Dollar Tree is the way to go anymore. Okay, the second thing I wanted to talk about was types of wreath frames. There is a huge difference in wreath frames. The only time I use... Okay, this is a flat wreath frame. It's flat to me, This is a Dollar Tree wreath frame. When I try to save money, like if I'm making a custom wreath for somebody that lives by me, and they say, please don't go over X amount of dollars, then I will tell them, okay, I can use Dollar Tree. I'll use a Dollar Tree frame for a flat wreath. Other than that, for $1.75, yeah, that's a lot of money for a wreath frame that doesn't even elevate or anything like that. And then you can have one of these. It's kind of elevated, like this is just the only thing elevated. And then this is my favorite right here. This is a raised wreath frame. I should probably get one that's not. I really don't have one that's not. I prepare my wreath frames in advance. So this is my favorite wreath frame right here. This is from the Craft Outlet. You can see that. Can you see that? It's quite elevated. This will make a big poofy wreath. And you only need to use like 16 pipe cleaners to get the full effect of fullness and fluffiness, because people just don't hang wreaths on their doors anymore. And they like to hang them on their walls, by their trees, and their kitchens, and their bathrooms. I mean, it's just, wreaths just aren't for doors anymore. So that's an elevated wreath frame. Let's put these away. We're done with those. Oops. Yeah, that's just how I am. Okay, this is a, I love these kind of wreath frames, especially if you have like an 8 or a 10-inch sign. You can put it right in the middle and you know it's not gonna fall off. Actually, the girl that turned me on to these was Michelle from Monkey's Creations. And if you don't follow her on YouTube, I'd highly suggest that you start. I love her wreaths. She's a very talented and creative woman. So these are from Wreaths of Joy. You can see that it's an elevated wreath frame as well. And it's got this mesh back here. It's really strong, so your sign doesn't fall through the back of your wreath. That's what these are for. And then the other frames that I have are from Unique in the Creek. These are really nice. Generally, you can use pipe cleaners on this wreath, or you can use zip ties on this wreath form. Excuse me. It's got a little dog hair on it. I got 3 dogs in my house, yeah. So, and then there's this one. This is a, I can't remember, is this either, this isn't a character board. It's a flower board. And, you know, so you can make those flower wreaths. And you can make anything, you can make any kind of wreath on these. These are from Unique in the Creek. I love them. They're pretty sturdy. Nothing's falling off, especially this thing. There's no hollowed out center, so this bends a tiny bit, but not really. And then this one, you know, not really at all. But yeah, those are the difference in wreath frames. I typically use the elevated ones. They are just amazing. They will give so much life to your wreath. Let me see if I have an example. Well, they're all out in the garage. They're being sold. They're on Etsy right now. So anyhow, I just wanted to go over pipe cleaners, and I wanted to go over types of wreath frames so you all could know what I didn't know when I first started several years. When I first started, I didn't know anything about pipe cleaners. I didn't know anything about deco mesh. I didn't know anything about wreath forms and what they're used for and different kinds of things, you know. And now that I've been doing it for a while, I understand pretty much everything, you know. You can still learn new stuff too. So, and that's what's part of creating is every day is a new experience. And crafting basically for me is my therapy. So, but anyhow, there you go, folks. I hope you learned a little bit of something about pipe cleaners and wreath frames. I hope you have a great day and happy crafting.